ESPN says the Detroit Lions have the best chance in the NFL to go from worst to first in a division. A couple of the sticking points that they picked the Lions because they're in the most competitive division. They use a simulator and deep analytics and says that their system says that the Chicago Bears are going to fall back to the pack, and the Lions have like a 22% chance to win a division. And remember, that's split between three other teams, so it's virtually an even split. And they basically saying the NFC North is up for grabs. I'll link the article in the description. You got to have ESPN Plus to read the entire article, though. But we back. First few paragraphs, you get the gist of it. Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for chopping it up with your boy. Share the videos, and I do obviously think it's a possibility. Okay, they give the Lions like a, I think it's like they have the 14th best chance to make the playoffs in the NFL. I think it was like a 28 or 38%. You can check it out. Can't remember off top, but quite honestly, when you go from worst to first, just what I know, you start off with the NFC South, excuse me. I keep calling it the NFC South. You start with the NFC South. Why do I start off with the NFC South? Because for so many years in a row, I'm not sure if last year was the same. Usually the worst team in the NFC South finished first. And I just look at the Tampa Bay Bucks and look at Tampa Bay. Bruce Arians likes Jameis Winston. Said he was retired coaching. Like what they done. He was a good offensive coordinator in the Steelers. He was a good job with Arizona. He got a veteran quarterback that he has a rapport with. So Tampa, if you was wondering, and I would do it on my other channel, check it out, Goodfellas Sports TV. All right. I do an NFL preview show, big show. It's gonna be coming right after the preseason get done. Okay, maybe the last football is Sunday before the football week starts Thursday with the Packers and the Bears. I'm just looking at Tampa, okay? I was looking at the 49ers as well. And I was they worse last year? Yeah, it had to be the worst team. Maybe Arizona. Yeah, Arizona was. But, yeah, it took Garoppolo through like 4 or 5 picks. That don't worry me for them. Just that he coming off ACL injury and he don't have like the greatest receivers. But with the Detroit Lions, I can definitely see it, man. I don't have any expectations or nothing like that. Everybody asks me what you think their record going to be. I go to the grocery store, chop it up with a few of the brothers. I don't know. Okay, I just want to sit back and enjoy it. I'm not doing that this year. Every year for 20-some years of my life, I sat there and tried to predict wins and losses with the NFL, not just Detroit Lions. And probably every year I was wrong, especially about the Lions. So I'm just not doing it this year. But I do think they're in a very competitive division. I think the Lions can win a division. If you bet $100, that's $1,000 for in Vegas in some of the sports books that can get you. The Lions is plus 130, plus 1,000 odds. So $100 get you $1,000. I'm putting $200 on the Lions to win the NFC North. So that return is going to bring me back $2 bands if they do. So, I'll be rooting for them. I root for them every year of my life. At the end of the day, I run into people that's Bears fans and Steelers fans and Packer fans around Detroit. And I just be wondering how they do it, I'm loyal to the game. Now, a lot of people say, well, you be hating on the Lions. Hate is the new truth. So when they get to saying most of the times you hating, that means you touching the truth too much. And like I said before, some black YouTubers out here saying no names. They sit here capping for Matthew Stafford. Okay, and they don't even be capping for the brothers like that. And I just leave it at that. That's from my other channel. But I definitely can see it. D-line got potential to be the best in the league. I mean, Mike Daniels, Trey Flowers, Damon Harrison. He's still motivated because they haven't satisfied his funds in his account. So that kind of makes me excited. Kennard putting his hand in the dirt, standing up. Gerard Davis, we looking at the progression. Hearing a lot of great things and seeing a lot of great things for Jelani Tamayi. Love Quadre Diggs. He's probably my favorite defender on the team. With Darius Slay. Those are two of my favorite. Quadre is just a missile. You know what I'm saying? Big fan of Tracy Walker, what he did at University of Lafayette down there in Louisiana. Just got tremendous ball skills. I thought it was a chance that they should be able to play him at the second cornerback position. And they said, they spotted that the Lions being in a second year defense, and they was a good team the year before. Patricia got here 9-7. And typically teams that have a bad year at the Lions, they usually come back and have a solid year. And it wouldn't completely surprise me if the Lions came and won the division. I think it's their time finally. But they saying that in Cleveland as well, and it's always that stigma, or it's always that smog of smoke over franchises that been through so much, like the Browns and the Lions. It's always, they can be 15-0, and it's always that until they actually do it, win a playoff game, get a playoff home game, win a playoff game, win the championship, win a conference championship, win the Super Bowl. Until they actually do it, even if they up 56-0. With 1 second left on the fourth quarter, you just ready for that 1 second to get off the clock to believe it. And, I'm just hoping, man. It's not me being against Patricia or Bob Quinn or stuff. I'm hoping they do it. That'll mean so much to me as a lifetime diehard Lions fan. But at some point, you got to be realistic. But like I said last year was the Lions' chance to really win the NFC, in my opinion. And I think this year may not be too different. Because really, who is the team to beat? Dallas is having some problems. Philly look good on paper, but they filled with a lot of veterans. And veterans don't get better; they get older. Malik Jackson, he old. Jason Peters, he getting old. Carson Wentz, he always injured. Deshaun Jackson, he ain't what he used to be, but he formidable. Alshon Jeffries ain't getting no younger. Malcolm Jenkins getting old. So they got a lot of veterans over there. At any given time, they can be decimated by injuries. Okay. You look at Seattle, 49ers, Arizona, the Rams. I look at the Rams to take a step back. I'm not sold on Todd Gurley being able to carry the load the whole year. And I do think the Lions laid the blueprint on how to handle the Los Angeles Rams offense. I don't care what nobody say. Patricia laid that blueprint and relayed some tips to Belichick before that Super Bowl, I guarantee you. And Belichick said he learned from Patricia about how to stop them. That kind of gave me faith in Patricia being able to be, Belichick-esque at least, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot to like here. And then my favorite offseason move was not a player. It was Darrell Bevell, somebody that can run the ball. Now, what could stop the Lions from? And I know people want to hear this. What could stop the Lions from winning the division? Obviously, you got Chicago, Leonard Floyd, Khalil Mack, and they got some animals on the edge, right? Everson Griffin in Minnesota, and Daniil Hunter, mad overrated. Anthony Barr, underrated, Daniil Hunter. Anthony Barr, who a lot of Vikings fans like the guy, Realistic Randy. I like his channel and his platform and his vibe, man. Really do, man. And think Anthony Barr is overrated. He's a guy that was, rumored to sign with the Lions, and I feel that they feel like he should have went. He brings a lot of electricity off the edge. Okay. So we dealing with those type of pass rushers, man. And Clay Matthews going to Green Bay. I don't know what Green Bay got, but I'll tell you in a minute. Later on tonight, I'll do the team prediction preview for Green Bay. Okay. But blocking. If they're able to run the ball, I feel a lot better about it. If I see them run the ball, that means that's going to help the pass blocking out. So you worry about the line. Glasgow moving to right guard. That scares me. Rick Wagner contract year, I'm optimistic about him blocking, because he playing for a check. Taylor Decker, he playing for a check. Optimistic about, him doing his thing because he got to put food on the table. Ragnar a center, I'm happy about that. But really, when you look at the guards and Graham Glasgow, is he going to stud up? He going to buck up? He going to swag up and try to prove to the Lions why he valuable and have a career year? And Kenny Wiggins and Joe Dow at the left guard position, if that's what they choose to do, that scares me right there because the guard position and center position, two guard positions, the quickest way to the quarterback is in a straight line, not off the edge. So you worry about that, and you're going against monsters that play the middle. But I do think the Lions got a great chance to go from worst to first in their respective division. Like I said, it's a cluster. You got possibly three whack quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins, he ain't shit. Aaron Rodgers, he 35 years old. You don't know if he can stay healthy. Trubisky, I don't know if he going to progress. They said they giving him the keys to the car. I wouldn't feel too optimistic about that. I like the David Montgomery kid they got, but really, it just seems like them getting rid of the kid that went to Philadelphia, Jordan Howard, who I liked out of Indiana a lot. Seems like they're going to go to a passing offense more, and I think more picks to come. So it's close. I could definitely see it happen. Hoping it happens. Motor City Sports Talk. Link to the article, link in the description. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Want to make a donation, share the videos, that link in the description as well. Intro, instrumental, link in the description for people who want to know. Appreciate the love, support, man. Share the videos. Check out the channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time we go.